under this verification model, we just have to check model or model check. I mean, like duplication of nodes, duplication of members, and duplication of structures, whatever it is. So that is what model verification. And next, and then we also have to verify. We also have to now verify headrooms, whether we have added these headrooms for the lift locations and then staircase locations, and then column positions, column locations once again need to be verified. Column termination also, terminations. Sometimes some columns will be extended to some floors, and remaining columns will not be, same columns would not be continued. Same columns might not be continued to the terrace level. Such kind of things also have to be verified. Column locations, column terminations, and then supports, locations and types, supports locations and types, and then adding of secondary beams. If there are any secondary beams, we have to add it, and then commands to be used. The commands to be used for making the modification to this model. Right? This is our final session, in the sense final session for this. Yes, and then once we are done with this model verification, and then we have to add the properties to the structure. Add the properties to the structure. Means recommended beam sizes, recommended column sizes. How can we begin it? Later on, we will be talking about columns orientations and the columns orientations. Right? Now we need to make modifications to the structure wherever it is necessary, and then we can proceed with this, adding the properties to the structure. Later, we will be adding the loads, and then we will run the analysis. We will design it. Right? So that is a sequence. Now, first, now we have to check. Now we need to verify the model. Right? Now we need to verify the model. Prepared yesterday. So this is our star model which we have prepared yesterday. Right. Let me just check like this. So how can I understand if there are any mistakes in it? How can I understand it? I once again have to verify with these drawings before concluding it. Right? Yeah, let me go to this start. Let me go to this start. Let me keep this also, this drawing also on the left side. Yes. So how is this looking? Yeah, when I go through this, I realized, when I had gone through it, I realized that, yes. Yeah, projections. See, yesterday someone said there is no projection somewhere at the ground level. There is no projection somewhere at the ground level, right? So let me just check it here. I will just go to this basement levels. I'm using this plan view here. Yes, let me check this. So it is, so there is some mistake happened here. I'm going to use this left side view. If I can just see this left side view, this should not be continued, right? This should not be continued, because when you just go to this model, this architecture drawing, it is pretty clear that we have a structure or a tower. We have a structure or a tower only within this area. See, we have a tower or a structure only this area, right? So when I just look at this point, obviously I have to have a different view. I have to have a different view in the sense this portion is not continued. I can show you here again. See, this portion is not continued. This portion around this building, this portion is not continued. Right? This is not continued to the terrace level. Only this central portion or core portion of this tower only has been continued to the terrace level. Right? But when I look at this, I understand that we did a mistake here. In the sense, this should not be continued. See, I'm going to use this left side view. This should not be continued. I should have a tower like this. Only. This is our tower. I should not be having this one. Up to this. Right? I should not be having up to this. So that's why I'm going to delete this, select like this. I'm going to select like this. Delete them. See, is this now clear? Yes, it should be like this. See, when I look at this, yes. So this one, so what is this level? Yeah, I should not delete this one, but this has been accidentally deleted. But in fact, it should not be deleted, right? See now, this is, yes, this is a basement 1, basement 2, basement 3, and this is ground level. So it is a ground level, yes, up to ground level we have a member like this. We have a member like this, right? We have a member like this. So what I do is, I will now add this frame to this. I will now add frame to this. I will select like this. I will select like this. I will select only up to this level. Right click, new view, say OK to it. Yes, see this. So I have to now continue this shape. I have to continue this one, right? So now, yes, I'll go to this select, beam spanner to Y direction, and also I'll go to this left side view. I'll select this member. I also will select this member, right? I have selected this member. Right click, new view, OK. Right? So now I must be maintaining member like this. I have to connect one member like this, one member like this, right? One member like this. So how can I connect this member? So I wanted to now take this. What is this level? 11 meters. What is this level? Vertical level? This is 7 meters. 11 minus 7 is 4 meters. So I have to make a node like this. I have to select this, copy paste it, vertical direction 4 meters, right? I will now go to this beam option. I'll select like this, and then select like this, right? Done. See, I have created one here. I have created one here. Now I wanted to just copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. I have to just copy and paste this. Can you please look at this? I'm using different option here. I'm using reference point. I'm using reference point. Click on this reference point and select the bottommost one. I'll say OK here. I'll click like this. Say OK. Click like this, enter. Click like this, enter, 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 enter. Wherever I have column, see enter, enter. Right? But I don't have a column here, delete this. I don't even have a column here, delete this. Right? Now I'll go to whole structure. I'll keep it on the left side. See this? Yes. See this? Now it is clear. It is now clear, right? So this is the basement level, 3, 2, 1, and this is the place. This is the offset or setback point. Setback point to this structure. Setback point, right? Now if you can just see this, even here also, I should be having a corridor portion. I should be having a corridor portion here. I should be having a corridor portion here. I'll select like I'll go to this level. This level. I'll go to this level. Alt BB. Right click, new view, say OK to it. I'll go to this plan view. See here, it is 2 meter offset. It is a 2 meter offset. From here to here 2 meters, from here to here 2 meters, 2 meters, and then 2 meters. Do we have the 2 meters here? We don't have it. So what do I need to do? I have to now continue it. Right? I'll select like this. Control C copy, Control V paste, Z direction 2 meters. Say OK. That's it. Right? Now I go to this nodal cursor. Select all these nodes. I'll go to geometry, connect, beams along Z axis. That's it. That's it. I'll go to whole structure. I'll go to left side view. See this now? Yes, this is this one, this one, this one. So here in this case we have a column. We have columns here at the retaining wall. That we can once again verify it on the plan views. See here we have a columns here. See we have columns here. Right? This is done. Right? So first mistake is identified. What is other mistake? If we have any other mistakes here, now this is clear. Now this is pretty clear. And the next thing is, if I can just see this, if I can just go to this place, yes, I'll go to this. I'll go to this drawing. If I can just see this, there is some logic in the sense. See, I can just show you here, or maybe, yes, on this plan itself. Yeah, if you can just see this, did you notice that we don't have a columns here? Did you notice that we don't have a columns here? Did you notice that we don't have a columns here? We have no columns here. Here we have no columns. But these columns we have are the basement levels only. So here the intention is this level, columns which are located here should not be continued to the floor levels. So what would be the dimension of the center to center column distance? So this is the center to center column distance. I can just show you here. 1 second. Yes, I'll go to this. See, from here to here, what is the dimension? So from here to here is the dimension between the columns. So almost 12 meters we have. Almost 12 meters. Almost 12 meters we have here. 12 meters, right? 12 meters we have. So can you just look at the same thing here? See this point? See this point? So this is basement 1. This is the ground level. This is a basement 1 and then 2 and then ground floor. I can just show you this structural drawings also here. Sorry. Yes, when we look at here, see, we don't have a columns here. This floor area is continued. This floor is continued. Here we don't have a columns. No columns. If we continue the columns, these columns will be obstructing. That's why there are no columns here. No columns here. Can just look at this point. This one. Did you notice that we don't have a columns here? For the ground level, yes, we have a columns. Parking level, we have columns somewhere here. Parking level, we have columns somewhere here. Right here, we don't have a columns. See, no columns. Here, these columns we don't have. These columns are not continued. Right? So that is what we are verifying. Can you just look at here? Here, the first thing is column check, model verification, headrooms, and then column locations and then termination. Column locations and then termination. Right? Terminations means column should not be continued to the next levels. Column should not be continued to the next levels. So what I do is, now I go to this point. I realize that these columns would not be continued. These columns would not be continued. Right? 1, 2, 3. These columns would not be continued. Right? So I'll go to this one should not be continued. So what I do is, now I wanted to see only these column locations, or I wanted to just separate only columns. So I go to this select. Beams parallel to y direction. See, I went to this select. Beams parallel to y direction. I wanted to see all the columns in a single window without remaining beams. So I go to this select, beams parallel to y direction, right click, new view, OK. Right, these are all the columns. I'm using arrows now. I'm just using arrows, top view, bottom view, just to understand it where it is. When I'm just understanding here, yes, I realized that there is a kind of a column missing here. A kind of a column is missing here. What if I provide a column here? Yesterday we had discussed, we said that this might be obstructing our ramp area. Once again verify it. Let's once again verify this. I'll go to this drawings, plan drawings. Yes. See, when we have this superimposed this one, let me take these columns. See, is this really, if I keep a column here, exactly. So is this really going to affect our structure? Can I just keep a column? I'll just check keep a column. Let me check it. Yes. So here, this column is going to be exactly located here. This is very parallel to this, right? So if I provide a column here, this is going to obstruct this parking zone. So where is this happening? This is happening exactly at basement 1. Basement 1. Can I check the same thing for basement 2? Yeah, for basement 2 case, it's exactly matching with the corner of the ramp. This is exactly matching with the corner of the ramp. See this? This is the point. So can I keep a column? Yes, I can keep a column. So as per this basement 2 point of view, I can keep a column. I can keep a column because it is a corner of the ramp only. I can keep a column as per the basement 2 location. Right, see this? Basement 2. I will also check with this basement 3. So as per the basement 3, what is going to happen? Yes. As per basement 3, yes, I can keep one more column here. Let's keep one more column here. If I keep a column, is this really going to affect? No, it's not really going to affect, right? So this is fine. So where exactly is it really going to affect? This is going to affect only at the one level, that is basement level 1. That is basement level 1 only. So, sorry, not here, this one. So this is the point exactly, right? So no problem, we will continue it. This is going to just obstruct only one place. So this would be better if I can keep one more column here and then I can connect it. I can connect like this. I can connect like this, right? This one. So what I do is, now it is very clear that these columns, these intermediate columns like this intermediate columns, 1, 2, and of course I have to make one more column here. I have to make one more column. 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. These three columns would not be continued further, or these columns could be terminated exactly up at the ground level. From the ground level onwards, that is not for meant for parking area, and those columns should not be there in the first floor to the terrace level. Right? So now I go to this start model again. Right? I wanted to make one more column here. If I want to make one more column, what should I need to do? First, I have to identify the location. How can I identify? I can say somewhere here is exactly to this. Somewhere here, I can just find out a location here. Agreed. How can I keep this column? For keeping the column here, what I do is I'll first find out this point. I'll click on this point. I can click any node here because I wanted to know where exactly I have a column from this point, right? To know it, we know that these three are in line. These are all in line only. These columns are in line only. So what I need to do, I must know the distance from here to here. What is the distance? I can click here and then I can click here. What is the distance? 6.5 meters. 6.5 meters. So what I do, I'll simply select this, Control C copy, Control V pasted, Z direction, it is 6.5. See, new column is added. See, new column is added. Now new column is completely added, right? So what I do now is, I will delete this one. So what I do is, I'll go to this plan view. I'll select only this zone, this area. I'll select only this zone. Alt to VV. Right, let me keep it on the right side. and I can keep it on the left side. This drawing, I can keep it on the left side. So let's go to this one, floor levels. See here, all these columns are terminated. See, I have one column terminated here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Of course, even here also. Right, terminated. These columns are terminated. I can show you that. I can show you that from this structural drawings. For better understanding, I'm going to show this structural drawings. Yes, these are all the structural drawings. Let me copy it. This is a first floor beam layout. I can take this Ctrl+C copy. I'm going to use this commercial file, this one, sorry. This one. I will paste here. Sorry, it is not pasted, I think. Anyways, no problem. So I don't have a columns here. I don't want to continue with this one. See, this is the ramp columns very next to this. This should not be extended. Here also, see, from here. I'll keep it the right left side. I'll keep it the left side. I'll keep this start hole also on the right side. Let's keep it on the left side. Yeah. So what is happening now? So this is the ramp area. This is the ramp area, and I don't want to continue this one, these ones, right? I'm using arrows here. I'm using arrows here. I'm using arrows here just to understand. So this area is, sorry, this is expansion joint location, right? This is the starting point. Starting point means this point, right? So I should not, I have to remove. I should not continue this one. Don't continue this one, this one, this one also, right? This one. So what I do now, I'll go to this. I'll go to this. Now I will terminate this. Now I will terminate this. How can I terminate? Up to 13 meters. From here to 13 meters is the first ground slab. 3.5 meter plus 3.5 meter plus 4 meters. I can show you here. See this up to this level. Up to this level, I can extend the columns. Up to this level, I can extend the columns. But beyond this, I should not extend it. I should not have this column. I can extend up to this level. So what is the side? This is 3.5. This is 3.5. This is 4. 4, 3.5, and then 3.5. Right? 3.5 plus 3.5, 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4, 11. Right? Plus from the ground level, below the ground level, depth of the foundation is 2 meters. So 11 plus 2 meters, 13 meters. So exactly from the 13 meters height of the column, we have to remove it or we have to delete it. Right? Let's go to this. Let's go to this. I can best select up to this, or otherwise let me take this from here to here is 13. From here to here it is 13. Yes. From here to here again it is 13. Sorry. So I'm going to select like this, select like this, select like this, select like this, delete. Right? I'm not going to delete these nodes. I'm not going to delete these nodes. I just have selected only columns. I didn't want to select these nodes because I have beams running like this. I have beams running like this. So wherever I have beams running here, so those beams are intersected each other. Those beams are intersected each other. So I wanted to continue it. I wanted to continue this. I can show you here. See here. See here. I'm going to use this render view. This is the render view. Here I have a render view like pyramid shape. See this. Let's get into this structure. See. This is wireframe. This is just a wireframe. Since we have not assigned the property to this structure, did you notice it? So these are the columns which are terminated. Did you notice this? Column terminated. This is column terminated. Right? Columns terminated. There are all the columns terminated. Right? I'm going to use this Zundel. Core structure is here. Yes, now it is okay. Now it is okay. So what else did we miss? What else did we miss here? I can just show you. Yes, columns, locations, terminations are done, and the supports and then the types. I have to use this as supports and then type, and then I can add these headrooms. I can then add headrooms, right? So column, this one is done. This one is already done. Now next, sorry, this one is done. This one is done. Next, I have to go to this column supports and then this one. I go to this stat model, right? Yes. And we know that we have to add this supports also to this left side view. And there are the columns, right? So these are all the proper cantilever. These are all the proper cantilever. So this must be supported. If I want to make this behavior of this one, these beams, I must be adding a support here. I must be adding a support here, right? So I create here, I'll create one more fixed support, one more fixed support, sorry, pin support, add it, select this pin support, I will add like this. Assign, say yes. I will go to this view, again whole structure, front view, I will add even here also, I will add even here also, periphery of the structure. Assign to structure B nodes, assign yes, right? So I wanted to see only this basement portions separately. So I will select like this. I will select like this. Right click, new view, okay. See this how it is connected. See this how it is connected. Yes. See this how it is connected. Yes. These are all the supports which are connected with the retaining wall. Which are connected with the retaining wall. Here and then here and then here and then here also, right? So these are all the points, or these are all the supporting points, or these beams are connected with the retaining wall. These beams are connected with the retaining wall. I'll go to this top view. Yes, this is a plinth level, and this opening is for staircase. I mean, this opening is for ramp, right? I'll go to whole structure now. This is okay, right? I'm going to just turn on this and let me know, is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? What are the, whatever we made the changes, did you clear this? Is this clear to all of you? Can you please confirm this? Is this clear to all of you? So that is how we have to verify our model. Once everything is done, we just have to verify model very clearly. Once again, we have to verify the model. Yeah, I can let you know. I can just let you know. Yeah, I can let you know. How can this I can let you know. So this, it is not really so tough. It's the only thing is you select them, delete it. See, I go to this plan view. I can let me just select like this. New view. Okay. Say okay. See, if I want to delete this, I can just say this. So what is this height? 4 meter. If I want to delete this, yes, I can simply select this, delete this. That's it. If I want to add, I can add it. Select it and then delete this. Select and press delete command. Geetanjali is saying, could you please tell me how to delete the column once again? Yes, it is done. Reference option. Can you once again explain about shortcut key of some arrow key while deleting column? I just deleted. I used delete option from the keyboard. Avinash is saying two pinned support is created at the same location. Please check the duplication. Okay, we will check it. Can you once again how you add beam on node from your reference point? Yeah. Okay. I can explain that. Good, I understand it. Yes, Shirayu, you are correct. We have to always add a support to it when we have a retaining wall because these beams are resting on retaining wall. No? So retaining wall is supporting. So you have to add a support to it. Otherwise, that beam act like a pure cantilever. If you just design that beam member as a pure cantilever, then enormous moments would be transferred to the columns, and columns definitely will be failed. So who is saying reference point is the first point? Pulisai, these columns are intentional. I mean, we have intentionally given this a pinned supports. We know it now. This beam is going to rest on this retaining wall. Can you please look at this point? So this one is going to rest on the this one. So this beam is going to rest on this point or this point, retaining wall point, retaining wall point. So this retaining wall act like a support. Retaining wall act like a support to the beam. So that's why we have added the pinned support. Saurabh, why are we deleting the beams at the ramp location? We can also left a part of open in the slab. So those beams are deleted only at the level of basements. Saurabh, those are deleted only at the level of basement, not on the floor level. Floor level beams are there. Thank you, Kalyan Chakravarti, for supporting and for responding to others' questions. Yeah, I'll go to this, Mr. Bhaumik. I'll go to this structure, whole structure. Yes, let me check it. I can take any level here. Let me take this as a level, right? Okay. I'm just taking this level, right click. I can say new view, okay, plan view, and then see this, and then see this. This is a this portion. This portion is corridor 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. So this is 2 meters here, 2 meter here, 2 meter here, and then 2 meter here. Anyway, here we don't have a 2 meters, right? Do we have a 2 meters length here? Yes, I think we have. I think we have here. So let me go to this way. Yes, this has to be now. This has to be applied. This has to be applied here, 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 and then here. Right? How can I apply it? I can simply select like this. Shailesh Gupta is saying, which command are we using for zooming it? I'm just scrolling it. I'm just scrolling in, scroll out. Scroll in, scroll out. That's it. Scroll in, scroll out. Right now we wanted to extend these beams. Yes, we can do this. Select like this. This should be reflected at every floor level. At every floor level, like here, 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 and then here. Right? How many levels? How many levels? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. Right? So what I do, what I did is, so I'll select like this. See, remember, I did not select like this. I'm just selecting like this. I'm selecting like this. Right? Now I go to this translation report. Can you all please focus on it? I'll go to this translation repeat because I need to copy and paste it 6 levels. 6 levels. So I go to this translation repeat option. I click here. Y direction is the vertical direction. Height, floor to floor height is how much? 3.3 meters. How many steps we have? 6 steps we have. I can say okay, done. Okay, now it's done. So is this your question? Is this clear to all of you now? Is this clear to all of you now? Yeah, most of you are clear. And remaining people, whoever are posting a question, let me just go through your questions also. No offset in the first floor. So this is our first floor, right? This is our first floor level. This is ground level. 1, 2, 3 basements, right? 1, 2, 3 basements. This is first floor. So for the first floor, bottom slab, for the first floor, bottom slab, this is the corridor. This is the corridor for the first floor, bottom slab. I'll go to this AutoCAD file. So this is ground floor plan. Look at this. This is ground floor plan, and this is first floor plan. Yes, I agree with you. So here at the first floor level, we don't have a corridor here, and from this second floor onwards, we have a corridor. I agree with you. So we can now remove this corridor location. We can now remove this corridor locations, right? For the first floor also we have a corridor, but that corridor is within this building only, within the building only. So we have a beam here. Can you just look at this point? We have a beam here. We have a beam here. One second, let me clarify one by one. So I go to this stand. That is good. You are observing pretty well. I appreciate you. So I'm just going to this. Alt VV. Now I will delete it. I can simply select this. Delete. I can select this. Delete this. I can select like this. Delete this. I can go to this. Delete this. Right? But only thing is, I have a beam also here. I have a beam also here, which is indicating a, yes, this is now acting like a corridor, right? So where is that location exactly? See this. This is continued exactly up to this lift location from here to this point. This point. So indirectly I can say this is the continuation point here. 1, 2, 3. This column from main column here. This from this beam to this beam. I have a corridor. Means I need to keep this column, this member extra at the first floor level. First floor level. At the only first floor level. At the only first floor level. I go to stand. So this is the first floor level. I have to select from here to here. I can say copy, Control V, paste. This is Z direction 2. This is Z direction 2. Right? Now I think it is clear. Now I think it is clear. Let me go to remaining questions also here. I'm using only, yes, I'm using only, see, I'm going to Saurabh Gupta, Saurabh, select beams panel to Y direction, right click, new view, okay, and I'm just saying scroll in, scroll out. That's it. I go to like this, I'm selecting like this, right click, new view, okay, this one, scroll in, scroll out. If you want to see this, yes, use this arrows. I think you might be looking for this option. This one, arrows, I'm using arrows only. Arrows on the keyboard. Top arrow, bottom arrow, right side arrow, top, bottom, right side, left side. This one, that's it. Just to understand it. So I'm using only arrows here. Right? Yes, let me just go through it, go through other things. Any more questions did I leave? Yeah, reference point, reference command. Yes, I'll explain you the reference command. I will explain you this reference command. First point. Aslesha is saying why we give pinned support at middle of column. Where did we give this middle of column? Pinned support for the middle of column? Did we give any middle of columns? No, these are not the middle of columns. These supports are now just visible. So those pinned supports are exterior supports only. I can just show you like this. I can take like this, right click, new view, okay. Go to this, yes, check this. That's it. So these are all the exterior pinned supports, exterior pinned supports, exterior pinned supports. Whole structure, this one. Reference point is like this. I can just show you one more reference point here. Let me just select this, or otherwise I'll select like this. I'll select like this, new view, yes. Let me select only one floor here. I will select only for one floor here to avoid more confusion. I'm selecting only one floor, plan view, yes. For example, I don't have these members, right? Now what I can do is, I must first measure the distance. What is this distance? 3.95, 4.6, 4.6, this is again 4.6. Sorry, it's only 4.6. Yeah, let me just add one beam here. I have a beam here. Let me say I have a beam here. If I want to add one more beam here, I can select this, Control C copy, Control V paste it. I have a reference point here. So when I just select this reference point, this point is highlighted. Means there should be an existing node. So directly I can use this point and click on it. I'll say okay here. Sorry, I can say okay here. I can say okay here, and then I can say okay here also. this point and then this point. That's it. This point and then this point. I can just say here. That's it. In fact, this reference point will be most useful when you are working on this steel structures design. Clear? Anil Goswami, we wanted to just transfer the load to the retaining wall. We don't want to transfer the bending moments also to the retaining wall, because retaining wall is just retaining the earth. So there are huge bending moments developed due to this earth retaining. So if you consider this as a fixed support, then when we have a fixed support, bending moment will be transfer into this retaining walls also, which has to be avoided, because bending moments in the retaining wall would be anyway heavy due to this earth retaining. So we wanted to control it, or means we don't want to transfer these movements to the retaining wall. So what should I do? I have to just use the spindle support so that only load will be transferred to the retaining wall. That would be in fact advantage. That would be in fact advantage to the retaining wall, because retaining wall will be passed under this vertical loading condition. If you are adding the more load, vertical load to the retaining wall, that is in fact safe to this retaining wall. So that's why we use the spindle supports. Srija wants to see this first floor level. Yes, okay. Whole structure, front view. So this is the first floor level. Let me see. So if you want to select this, I can just select this. Alt VV or right click, new view. Okay. I go to this plan view and then see this. Is this your now, Srija? Mr. M. Srinivas is saying to check this ground floor level. Yes, we will check the ground floor level also. Not a problem. Regarding detailing, Sumit, regarding detailing, we will discuss later. Regarding detailing, we will discuss later. Regarding detailing, Mani, KB, and then Sumit, we will discuss later. Syed, thank you so much. Preeti, if there is no retaining wall, we have to provide a column. We have to provide a column. If there is no retaining wall, we have to provide a column. Instead of releasing them, provide a column. Shailesh Gupta is saying, since we are adding printer support at the retaining wall, so at the time of retaining wall design, shall we have to design retaining wall as a proper cantilever? Very technically speaking, no. Very technically speaking, no, because that is only the point. At certain points only there is a continuation of a beam, but the remaining places a slab is connected with the retaining wall. Slab is connected with the retaining wall, whose thickness will be around 150 mm or 200 mm, hardly 150 mm or 200 mm. So that won't be sufficient to make this structure and to make this retaining wall proper cantilever. Naeem is saying, how do we keep the supports as pinned in bottom two basements, because because there will be inside the retaining wall, not resting on it. I think you did not go to the drawing, Naeem. This is the retaining wall, and this is beam is going to rest on it. Retaining wall is this. This is the retaining wall, and this beam is resting on it, 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 resting here, resting here, resting here, resting here, everywhere. Yes, Mr. Bhaumik, you are correct. Is the build support at all basement floor levels at the end of the overhanging beams? Exactly, you are correct. You are correct, Mr. Bhaumik, you are correct. Forget about sunken slabs. Naveen, please forget about the sunken slab. We will talk about it. Don't worry. Build supports are added at the three levels. Yes, added at the three levels. You are correct. Yes, thank you. Yes, Naveen, you are correct. You are correct again. Preeti, for always for all RCC structures, you can consider for RCC structures you can consider fixed support. For steel case only, we might require special attention to understand this fixed support or printed support. For all RCC structure, yes, you can please consider this as a fixed support. Don't worry about it. Please go through this video also. If you still need any, if you still need get any doubts, we can just clear them up. I think it is now all right. Okay, let's now proceed it. Let's now proceed for it. Yes, let's go to now start file. Thank you so much. Very good, very good. I appreciate each and everyone's questions, and of course, I'm very happy to recognize the mistakes which are happening in this model preparation. Yes, highly appreciated. So now I wanted to add this for this staircase and also for this lift, service lift, and for the staircase, I need to extend one more floor extra, which would be like, which is like a headroom. If I don't keep any headroom here, then when rain comes, then this place will be very open and you will not have any kind of access to it. If you want to close this slab exactly at this exactly at the terrace level, then we will not reach this terrace slab, right? Anyway, we have to reach this terrace slab. To reach this terrace slab, this should be open. This should be open. When it is completely open, this should be open. When it is open, this portion is open. And then when rain comes, rainwater will come. I mean, will just will fall from this area, and then that way rainwater will travel from this staircase from the terrace level to the ground level. So this level has to be closed. This level has to be closed. So we have to maintain a headroom for the staircase, and also headroom for the staircase, and headroom for the lift also. Right? Here I have a staircase and lift. Here also I have a staircase and lift. So I must be maintaining a extra projection from here to here, headroom from here to here. And here to here, right? I'll go to this start pro. Yes, I'll go to this plan view. I will check. Yes, this is the staircase, left hand staircase location. I'll select like this. Sorry, I'll select like, sorry. I'll just select like this from here to here. I'm pressing control, and again I'm selecting from here to here. Right? Alt VV. Yes. See? Now I wanted to extend only this level as one more floor extra. This level and then this level. I will select this. I also will select this. Control C copy. Control V paste. Y direction. I'm using only the same dimension like 3.3 meters. I'll say okay. I'll go to this isometric view and I realize that these two beams are extra selected. I will delete them. I'll delete them, right? I'll delete them. I'll delete them, right? See, this is now, this one is called headroom. This one is also called headroom. This one is headroom and this one is also headroom, right? So now with this, the model preparation and checking is completely done. I'll go to this. Yes. See this model duplication. I'll show you now. Headrooms are done. Column locations and terminations are done. Supports types and locations are done. Adding of secondary beams. We don't have to add any secondary beams. And of course, this is secondary beam. We have added the first floor level. For the first floor level, where we find that there is a wall, we have added this second level. So everything is done except this model check. I'll go to this model check again. Model checking in a sense, I need to go to this tools. Please here, tools. I have to go to this tools, click on it, check duplicate structures. There is only one structure. There is only one structure. So that is what actually I was trying to tell you yesterday. So right, so here this structure is divided into two. Here we have an expansion joint. Here we have an expansion joint. If I delete this connectivity, then STAAD will consider this as a one structure, and STAAD will consider this as another structure. This is one structure and this will be one other structure, right? So tools, duplicate structures is done. Then tools, check duplicate nodes. Check duplicate nodes. Sometimes what happen? So one node and another node would be just placed on the same location. So I'll just say okay, and there are no duplicate nodes. Means nodes are not duplicated. Nodes are not duplicated. First point. And again, I'll go to this tools and then duplicate members. Check this. There are no duplicate members. Members are not duplicated. Okay. Again, I'll go to tools, duplicate. Of course, we have no plates. And then again, this one R1 node. R1 node in the sense, by mistake, if you would have added any node which is away from the structure, then that node will be selected. I can just say R1 node, highlight it. No R1 node is found. R1 node means I'll just show you something here. I'm going to select one node, Control C copy, Control V paste. Somewhere in the X direction I might add somewhere. See, this node is created somewhere. This node is created somewhere in this area or this modeling preparation window. But this node is not connected with this structure. If so, this is called R1 node, which is not having any support, not connected to the structure. So I'll go to this tools and then I'll select R1 node. R1 nodes highlight. See, this is highlighted because this is R1 node which doesn't have any relation with the structure. Right? I go to this node, tools, and then R1 node, I'll say remove. If there are any R1 nodes which are not connected with the structure, remove them. That's it. This is removed. This is removed. So that is what model preparation is called. Right? Is this clear to all of you? Just confirm me. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, very good, very good. Yes, we have to add the, yes, Abhinav, I appreciate you. We have to add the mid landing beams. We have to add the mid landing beams. Yes, I appreciate you. We have to add the mid landing beams. So I go to this plan view. I go to this plan view. So here I have a staircase. So this one staircase. This is one of the staircases I have here. I have a staircase here. I have a staircase here. Press control. I also have a staircase here. Alt VV. See, this is one staircase and this is one staircase. Now I have to add mid landing beams. Mid landing beam in the sense, see, I have to add a mid landing beam here. Where is this? This is located. This is located from the. It is located from this. Let's check it. How the staircase is continued. This staircase is not there at the ground level. Okay, and this staircase is there at the basement level. Okay, basement 1 is there in the basement 1, basement 2, and then basement 3. So from the basement 3 to basement 1, basement 3 to basement 1, we have a staircase, and of course at the ground level we don't have it. No, we don't have it any this one. We know no here, and again I have the same staircase. This locations. Yes, again I have a staircase here. This one from here again staircase and then lift. This is continued, right? Yes, now I have to add the mid landing beam to it. I have to add the mid landing beam to it. So mid landing beam in the sense, this is the staircase entry from here to here. Means I can just show you like this. I can show you like this. Right, so this is one staircase, this is another staircase. I have to have a mid landing, means I have to have a staircase like this from here to here, and then here, 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 and then here, and then here, likewise. I have. So I must be now adding. I have to now add this one. I have to now add this one, this one, this one, this one. I have to add a mid landing beam here. I have to add a mid landing beam here. So how can I add this mid landing beam? So I can just select all these columns here, here, this one. I'm selecting all these beams, sorry, columns. Right? Now I can just say, I can say right click, insert node, midpoint. Right click, insert node, midpoint. See now I have now I have got all these nodes. So what I do is I'll select this, add here. That's it, right? Now I select this, Control C copy, Control V paste it, use a reference point, click on this left side point, okay. I'll click like this, 1, okay, 2, okay, like this. Right, and these columns at the floor level to be deleted. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one should be deleted. Delete them. Floor level, floor level. This one, this one, this one, this one, delete it. Right, and here I have to have a, here also I have to have a extra beam. So what is this length? This dimension 3 meters. So I have to have a 3 meters here. Select this, select this, select this, select this. Control C copy, Control V paste. This direction 3 meters. So that is a staircase resting location. Staircase resting location. Similarly, even here also, for this one also. Similarly, I have to do this even here also. So I'll say, I can select like this, this. If it is difficult, I'll go to the plan view. I'll make a small box here. I'll make a small box here. Yes, see, entire columns are selected. Deselect this and then this. Deselect this and then this. Now I can just click on it. Insert node, midpoint, okay. Right? So again, I go to this add point, add beam here. Right? I'll select this one. Control C copy, Control V paste it, reference point. So this point by default STAT is choosing this point. It means there should be a reference node as STAT is suggesting. Yes, I can say okay. I have a here left side here. I should not select somewhere here. See, it is going beyond. It is going beyond. So always you have to select on the left point, left point, left point, left point, right? Left point, left point, left point, left point. And I will now delete this floor level. Floor, and then floor, and then floor. And then this one, delete them. That's it. That's it. I'll go to whole structure. Done. Floor level beams are not required, Mr. Bhaumik, because you are just keeping one beam to one other beam gap of only 1.5 meters. Only 1.5 meters. Yes, ramps are supported exactly at the beams locations. Manik KB, you are correct. The ramp would be resting on the starting beam and ending beam. Shailesh Gupta is saying as we are adding mid-landing to green to column, so it model is divided at the each floor column is divided into two source slender. So effects won't be considered for these columns as slender ratio will be decreased. We will talk about design parameters later. Shailesh Gupta will talk about design parameters later. We have not yet added the loads also to it. Reference point option you can just see when you are copy and paste it. Select this, copy, paste it. Here only. When I say Control C, Control V, here is reference point in the same table. Control C, Control V. Don't worry about the nodes. Don't worry about the nodes. Sumit, you just draw a cross section. Yeah, Mr. Bromley, staircase supplies will directly rest on the floors. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. No mid landing for ramps. No mid landing. You will have a side beam. No mid landing. It is not like staircase to have a mid landing beams. For ramp, you directly have a side beam and then starting beam and ending beam only. I can show you here. I can just show you here. I'll go to this level, or otherwise I'll go to this level. I'll go to this, right? So this is the ramp level, this is the ramp level. Let me just check this ramp level. This is the ramp level, right? So this is the ramp zone. I can show you something more clear. Let me show you. This is a ramp zone. This is a ramp zone, right? Now I have to have a ramp. I can have a ramp, right? Let me say either here, from here to here. Yes, I can say, I can just show you like this. All right. The only way here is just see. Say I have to maintain like this ramp, right? Again, I have to have a ramp like this. Sorry. Right. So what your question is? You said you wanted to have a somewhere a mid landing beam here. So what I am saying is we can have a inclined beam along these columns, here, along these columns again here. Okay, we can have a this one, this beam and this beam. Here it is resting, here also it is resting, and the remaining portion here it is resting. Here it is resting. Done. And if you want to rest it, yes, you can rest again here, then here, then here, and then here. Can we move? Namrata is saying, after a long time, Namrata, can we move the beams from floor to floor? Yes, we can move it, but here, unfortunately, floor to floor heights are not same. Floor to floor heights are not same. In previous building, we had a same floor height. Here we have different floor heights. Like basement 2 is 3.5, basement 1 is 4 meters, and the next is 3.5, and then typical floors are 3.3. Right? We have different heights, so that's why we did not move floor levels. Floor beams we did not move, as we did for in the first case. We do not model plates in the StatPro, unlike ETABS. In the case of ETABS, yes, we have a friendly options. We can create a model, but here we don't have an option. Yeah, I agree with you. Here we can add it. I agree with you. We can add like this. Here to here, we can add a beam like this. For example, if I have a ramp, so what is this level? This is basement 3, right? So from here to down to this. Let's check it on this. Let me check here. So from here to down. So it's from basement 1 to right side to left to right down. Down and then down. Again down. So left to right. So we have to have a left to right. So from here to here. So I have to maintain a ramp like this. From here to, again from here to, this is the ramp location. This is how ramp should be. Did you get this point? From here to here, ramp. Again from here to here, ramp. Is this clear? Clear to you? Is this clear to all of you? Yes, exactly, Abdul. We have to add, yes, we have to add extra. We have to add a beam like this. We have to add a beam like this. We have to add a beam like this. So what I do is, so 1 in 10. So what is this height? 3.5. So 3.5 to this. What is that? What is that 3.5? 3.5 into 3.5 into, what is this dimension? What is this dimension we have? It's 9 meters. 9 by 8. 1.125. So I have to now add a beam like this. See, now I have to add a beam like this. 1.125, 1.125, 1.125, and then join. That's it. So now I have to select this node, Control C copy, Control V paste it. Y direction I can say 1.125. Here I can say Control C, Control V, 1.125 into 2 means 2.25 minus 2.25. Here I can say Control C, Control V. Again here it is plus 1.125, 3.375. I don't have a space here, no space. This is 1.15, 1.15, and then join here. It is all depending on how we are, it is all depending on how we are designing the ramp. If you are just considering or resting the ramp only on the sides, you don't need to. Or if you want to do it, yes, you can do it. If you want to add, yes, you can add like this, and then you can also add like this, and then like this also. That's it. Like this, and then like this. And you can also add somewhere here. It goes very close to this. It goes very close to this. It goes very close to this. You can add like this. You can add like this. Done. Similarly, even here also, I can select all of this. Control C copy, Control V paste it. Reference point. This is the reference point. I say OK. I'll click here. That's it. That's it. Done. Is this clear now? Is this clear now? Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to stop. Now our completely modeling is done. Now completely modeling is done. Monday we will be talking about application of load. Is this clear now? 1 and 8. Slope is given mentioned now. Slope is mentioned here. Slope is mentioned here. It is 1 and 8. Slope or gradient is mentioned as 1 and 8. Thank you, Pragna. Thank you so much. Yes, now I'm going to close the session.